There's a YouTuber called Nate Edmondson.
Yep.
Who is a bit of a kind of golf YouTube commentary channel.
He's brilliant.
Who talked about this idea of a big YouTube tournament. He kind of put the idea out there. Would it be good? Would people watch it? A young Mr. Rick Shiels commented on said video.
Well, little did Nate know that I was plotting.
Your fingers are currently in several different pies.
Plotting a plan. So I loved the YouTube Golf Day in 2019. I wanted to continue it. COVID hit. Well, the year has come. 2023. It's going to be a busy year, ladies and gentlemen, because this year I plan to host the world's biggest, best annual YouTube Masters.
Oh, mic drop, please. Drop your mic.
So that was five months ago now. It's the fall. It's the end of 2023. And as far as I'm aware, there's no YouTube Masters happening. Now, I'm making this video not because I'm trying to hold anyone's feet to the fire here. No. That's not what I'm doing. But I, as the conduit of this and the communicator of this YouTube golf platform, I want to just get the people some answers to some questions. This is something that I've been getting plagued with. This is a question I've been getting probably more often than any other question is what ever happened to Rick Shiels YouTube Masters? What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to do the best I can to explain it because I'm getting this question so much that I figured I would just make a video and talk about it. Then I'm going to open the floor up. I'm going to open the floor up to my boy Rick Shiels. You know, if you go to my Instagram profile, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but if you go to my Instagram page at Nate Evertson, right at the top there, he's brilliant. Rick Shiels. You know, we're boys. He's called me brilliant. We're good friends. So I want to give him the floor to also give his side of the story. Maybe, Rick, if you'd like to come on the channel, we can do a little interview. We can talk everything YouTube golf, and we can talk about this. Or, probably more likely than that, because I don't think I'm quite cool enough yet to have Rick Shiels on my channel, but more likely he's probably going to talk about it maybe on his podcast. So, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to give you some answers today, and then spur Rick on to give you some more answers, because this is a web. There's some webs here that we need to unravel. All right, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. So, Rick announced that he wanted to do like an all-in YouTube tournament. Obviously, at the beginning of this year, everything with Good just created a real desire for collaboration. I feel like it really created this, like, just everyone started collaborating and making videos together, and you know, you had like semi-official YouTube video type tournaments like the YouTube championships where you had, you know, a couple handpicked creators here and there playing with each other. But we still to this point have never in the modern era of YouTube golf post-COVID have had like a all creator tournament, like every big creator in the space in the same place at the same time playing golf against each other for something bigger than just an individual's YouTube video. And that's something that I think our boy Rick Shiels, OG godfather of YouTube golf, has strapped on his back and said, I'm going to carry this across the line. However, this was something that he talked about having happen at the end of this year. From what I've heard from the podcast he's released following it, again, it hasn't been touched on in a little while, but from the ones before, it was basically a logistical nightmare. It's going to be a lot harder logistically to put on than he thought. I believe there's some collaboration going on behind the scenes with a certain other golf brand, and they're working together to help make this thing happen because I think it's a bigger undertaking than was realized. And so I think this likely is not going to be, unfortunately, something that happens this year. He has mentioned that in a podcast that it might bleed over to next year. I think at this point, in my opinion, without a doubt, there's no chance it's happening this year because it's just too short notice. Like if no creators have been contacted about it yet, there's no way any creator has room in their schedule in the next 3 months to squeeze something, especially coming up into holidays and whatever. So I'm guessing that if this is something that happens, it happens in 2024. But the one thing I will take away that's like positive from all this is that like, I think the idea is still there. The passion to do it is still there. I don't think this is something that has been backburnered and forgotten. I think this is something that has been realized that like in order to execute at a grand scale, they need to put more into it than maybe they initially thought, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. I've said this before. Kudos to Rick and his team for like, you know, being willing to take the time and not just like slap dick together some YouTube video for his channel, but like really create something proper and work with other brands to make that happen, because that's what this community needs. If we can have just one of those proof of concepts, just one of those YouTube golf tournaments that guaranteed is going to pull like 5, probably if they live stream it, I would guess close to 500,000 concurrent, and then, I mean, probably like close to 5 million plus total views on a YouTube golf tournament. If it really included Rick, Good, Bob Does Sports, Brian Bros, Buster Jack, like everyone, it would be the biggest thing. Maybe even in YouTube sports. Like, I don't know if there's been a YouTube sport collaboration, because I don't even know if there's a niche as big as golf in the sporting world that has as many individual creators playing that sport that you can pit against each other. Like, it's pretty unique what we get to do here in the golfing world. So anyways, all that to say, I think this tournament absolutely needs to happen. And I do think it is being worked on behind the scenes, but I do think it's time for some more transparency about what's really happening. And I know they're probably limited in what they can say and whatever, but you know, again, I think we are all excited about this, and that's unfortunately about all the answers I can give you. I know it's being worked on. I think it's collaborative, and I'm telling you it's not going to happen until next year. But as far as all the other details, that's going to be hopefully something Rick can fill us in on. So again, Rick, by any chance you're seeing this and you want to come chat with me about this, love that. Otherwise, you know, just throw a spot in the old podcast or something like that and just let us know, maybe a little update on the situation. Because that's the nice thing about this channel, is I think everyone who actually watches my videos is, I mean, minus a couple trolls that come and go, but everyone who's like subscribed and really here, my real audience, we're all supporters, positive supporters of YouTube Golf. We want to see this community grow and flourish, and we are here. We are understanding. We understand these things take time. We're not upset about, you know, the fact that it was maybe supposed to be promised at the end of this year and it's not happening. We're not mad about that. We want to better this community, and we are happy that the effort's being put in to make this thing as good as it can be. But we just kind of want to know when and where. So yeah, that's it. That's the video. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for maybe a response from old Godfather Cappy Rick. All right, I'll see you next one.